shout out today goes to Rampage. Rampage is an upcoming new player who's beaten all three of the top 3 demons, being Yatagarasu, Sonic Wave and Erebus. He is also gearing up to be the next big GD superstar. With so much potential, he's been selected by STARxd to verify No Time, a demon level that he's been working on. Rampage is a good friend of Riot, Sonic's and N levels, so I'd expect to see him in and around loads of hard levels and verification projects within the next few months. At 1.6 thousand, he's a pretty new channel, so go and help him out by subscribing to him now.
Top story.
Zaphkiel, a pretty low-key but long-awaited demon by Darwin, has finally been verified by NoctaFly. The level is pretty straightforward, but has some incredibly challenging wave parts that make it an extreme demon. The level was featured pretty quickly, and it now sits at number 4 on the demons list, only one place below Yatagarasu. CircleX has just become the first player to beat it, with his recent surge of activity helping him to regain the number 2 spot on the demons player list, and he beat it in dedication to Riot. Riot had alluded to the fact that he was working on something extremely difficult a few days ago, as CircleX has most likely confirmed this to be Zaphkiel. Unfortunately, Riot's finger pains were returning, and this left him unable to finish the level within a short space of time. CircleX then beat it, claiming it to be in his honour, and so the new number 4 demon already has its first victor. Several other players are close on the level now, with TrusTa making several good runs recently. This victory also sees CircleX complete all 15 of the top 15 demons, a great personal achievement for him. There's still no sign of Wushi999 beating the level, as his extended break from extreme demons continues.
Also in the news.
One of Zobros's final projects, 9 Circles X, has been finished and verified by Maxis9. The New Age Circles level has been a long time in waiting, with Zobros working on it last year. However, the veteran player simply wasn't interested enough in the game to finish it, it would seem, and so he passed the level to Viperin and Rustam to decorate. The level was verified by Maxis and has now been featured and is an insane demon. It has already been beaten by NoctaFly, who claimed it was one of the worst Circles levels he'd ever played, with the buffer sequence gameplay being incredibly annoying. Whatever the case, this insane demon project that has been over a year in waiting is now finally out, and is a rated demon level that is available to play now and is a fine piece of Zobros's great legacy.
In other news.
A level that seemingly died with Riot's first quitting has been redesigned and revived by Namtar and TrusTa. NecropoliX, a buff 2.0 version of Necropolis similar to what SoulsTRK did with NecropoliX, was a partially decorated level by Namtar, another early Necropolis victor, and was set to be an extreme demon. But it seemed to fall by the wayside over time, with Riot never getting around to verifying it and building his parts. Well, in the last week, the level has come out of nowhere, with TrusTa verifying a redesigned and complete version of the level. Namtar later confirmed that the redesign came about because the level is now all his own gameplay. Riot's NecropoliX parts now feature in the layout known as Necromancer, which he recently previewed on his channel. This is pretty unexpected, as the level has seemingly been dead and buried for so long now. The level has yet to be rated, but at least we can now finally see this lost project realised. Former Skit YouTuber turned extreme demon slayer StarxD has announced that he will be all but quitting Geometry Dash in favour of creating new content of a similar style to mine and Etz's. Star was most famous initially for his parody series known as the Exposing series, but after numerous nabs of the series, he decided to quit parodying it. He then recently became a pretty talented extreme demon slayer, beating many extreme demons including Cataclysm, A Bizarre Phantasm and Aftermath. He had 2 main levels he was working on: Fate, a level inspired by A Bizarre Phantasm, and No Time, a new level he's been working on recently. No Time has been passed to Rampage, while Star says his final ventures in the game will be verifying Fate and completing Bloodbath. While this isn't a hard quitting of GD per se, it is a shame that such a growing player with such a decent fanbase has left the game. Saying that, we'll probably still see plenty of non-GD gameplay content from him. COSINE, a long-term Korean legend of Geometry Dash, has seemingly all but walked away from the game. In a similar move to YG Yoshi's a few months ago, COSINE privated all his channel's videos. He has also removed his channel icon and art, and has taken it one step further than most by actually changing his name. COSINE's new channel name is now called Karambit, and the 2.8 thousand sub channel has no content, featured channels, videos or playlists. I know this is pretty old news, but many will still be unaware of this story, as the Korean community is quite far removed from Western communities, and it was hard to pinpoint which channel Karambit was actually from. COSINE was a skilled player and a credit to GD, being one of the first to beat Dueler Maestro and verifying Invisible Faker Doom. Koreakwa, another extremely skilled Korean player, has also been the subject to a name change, changing to Jin.Gay. After an extended period of inactivity due to finger pains, former GD god Cyclic has made a slight reappearance, beating several levels in a short space of time. Cyclic was playing throughout the latter of 2016 after turning over a new, legitimate leaf, but after getting close on Bloodbath he decided to take a break for the sake of his finger. He also dropped the unbuffed version of Sonic Wave Infinity, which Riot gave to him to verify in the process. Well, among his other easy demons, Cyclic has recently come back with 58% on Allegiance, the number 41 demon. This would be a cool level to see someone like Cyclic beat, and would be one of his hardest demons to date. He has said that he might not finish the level, however, as he wants to play GD strictly for fun and never because he feels pressured. Whatever he does, I'm sure his fans will support him as he approaches 20,000 subscribers on his new channel.
Upcoming level news.
Andromeda has recently had a slight revival in Geometry Dash, and one of the resulting videos was a progress video on the long-awaited Demon 211 by Sir Gaiesta and Etza. 211 was originally started by Gaiesta, but was dropped at the turn of 2017 in favour of Freedom Dive. Despite Gaiesta deleting the level his end, Etza offered the level out to anybody to finish, and eventually agreed to give it to Andromeda. Andromeda made some decent progress in February, but then went inactive due to personal reasons. Well, now, he has recorded a new best on the level with 33%, so hopefully, if his resurgence continues, we'll see many more progress videos in the future. Following my GD Theories episode 5, Stormfly began to ponder an idea of a possible silent Clubstep rebirth. A few months ago, he showcased a tough looking layout and made some decent progress on it, but it went dormant for a few months. Well, following the recent re-verification of the third Hell series rebirth, Metalface221 has showcased his part, confirming to many that a rebirth and verification project of it is highly likely. I can't wait to see where this silent Clubstep rebirth goes in the future. Despite the possible silent Clubstep rebirth, the Hell series rebirths have not fallen by the wayside because of it. Stormfly is still progressing well on the 4th Hell level, the Hell Origin, and a few hours ago he went from 58 to 86%. This level now has the winning entry from its contest added, and given Stormfly was waiting for a better PC to verify the last 2 Hell levels, it hopefully won't be long until we see this released.
Top 50 news.
Yet another top 10 demon has been established, with Zaphkiel being rated and placed at number 4, above Artificial Ascent and just below Yatagarasu. This is the second top 10 entry in just over a week, as last week saw Mystic by Enlowell and others added at place 6th. Mystic maintains its place above Devil Vortex, with many wondering about the difficulty of the two in comparison. The two most recent additions to the top 10 see Subsonic become the new number 10 demon, pushing the Hell world out of the top 10 altogether. Bloodbath is now down to 13th, and today in fact marks 2 years since it was verified by Riot. Phobos still maintains its place below Bloodbath. As with last time, when the Ultimate Phase received a major place re-evaluation, Cataclysm has gone the same way, being dropped down to 43rd at 1 place below Deception Dive. This wasn't wholly unexpected, as there have been many rumours of Cataclysm being removed from the list altogether, the way NecropoliX and Catastrophic both were. Both Ice Carbon Diablo X and Cataclysm, 2 of 1.9's final top 3 demons, stand to fall off the list very soon. Photovoltaic, a demon that began life at number 9 on the demons list, now sits at number 50. Artificial Ideology now sits at place 25th, halfway down the list, and Erebus still remains the number 1 demon, ahead of Sonic Wave. As for the player list, Wushi999 still holds the top spot with 1,125 points. Sonix is now catching him up in second, having surpassed and smashed iNeo's record. Diamond Splash has continued his rise by beating Mystic, and is now within touching distance of moving past iNeo into third.